Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Trace, and if it's your first time here, I create lifestyle content. So that includes things like vlogs, cooking videos, meal prep videos, unboxings, hauls, and that's just to name a few of those things. Now, if any of that sounds interesting and you want to join my community, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you join in on all of the fun. Now, I will preface this by saying, if we hear any noise, I do live in an apartment, and I live on the lowest unit, so we're bound to hear things. The walls, they're thin, and if you haven't been here before, that's an introduction, but if you've been here before, you know, and if you know, you know. Now, in this video, I'm taking you with me through a week, but a little different point of view. It's that time of year, and it is back to school. We're in year 4, and I'm excited. It's a bittersweet moment. It means that we're approaching the end of one chapter. Now, as I take you through the week, I'm going to basically be starting with some work and then organizing and doing some things. So, first part of organization is going to be going through all of this paper. So here, this is various course outlines. This would be 3. So in my hand, I have 3 course outlines for 3 courses. So I'm going to hole punch these at some point, get them into the binder. So I'm going to reach over and I'm going to get some stuff. So to give a little bit of context is how I organize and how I stay on track. Now, I have a binder here. I already have 1 course outline in it. I just want to flip to the first page, flip it over. So basically it's not showing anything personal, but that's basically 1 there. And how I do it is I put my 2 core, so I'm taking 4 classes, but 2 are core and I need them. So I'm going to put them here, the requirements for my program and for graduation. And then behind the green tab here will be my electives that will go back. So I'm taking 2 core classes and 2 electives. So once I've hole punched these, got them in, I'm going to then take my agenda. I'm a little upset because I paid full price for this and it's on sale for $11.98 or 11 something on Indigo's website. I linked it in my previous video or a video back. I'm not sure how this is going to go in order, but I linked it and I can link it again if it's still there. $11.98, like pretty much half price. So it's a 2025 weekly planner. It's by the brand Russell and Hazel. And basically, this is what a week view looks like. And if I can flip to the beginning. So this is obviously not the month that we're in. It's in October. So the month, I'm basically going to break down everything that I have for the month. So I can see a snapshot of everything that I need for that month once it gets time. Then basically keep myself on track weekly here, and that has been what has worked for me so that I can see it when I need to know, okay, what's due on a certain date in that particular month. I can take a snapshot, I can look at it. I even put that due date in my weekly. Now, once I have my month view, so the whole entire semester will get filled for my months. But once I have my month view of a particular month, I can go down and I can break it down in a weekly basis and give myself kind of a flow as to when assignments are due, when tests are coming out. So I know what my week, like my weekly study is going to look like, how my week's going to work out. Because I'm taking 2 online courses, that means that it's up to me to manage my time effectively and accordingly. So I do have 1 class today. I'll take you guys on campus with me. We're basically going to walk to campus together, but I'm obviously not going to take you inside the class for obvious reasons. But it's basically going to be a pretty chill week, I hope. As we slowly ease back in, I do have to get my student ID photo taken because it expires. It expired this month, actually. So I need to get that done because if I don't have any exams, luckily. But if I had exams, I would need them for the exams. I don't do any of my printing on campus, but it's good to just have as a backup. Say something happened to my printer at home, at least I can get my prints done on campus. And I'll need it to access like the library if I need to take out any books or anything. So there's that there, but then I can also access the database online at the library. So it's relatively, it's kind of, you know, I don't need it, but just in case, I'm going to get it. So we'll see if I'm able to get that done. And yeah, we're just gonna get into organization and just doing some stuff. So I'll take you guys through that with me. I did meal prep this week, but I'm not entirely keen about what I have for dinner, and I did do a shorter prep because it's a shorter like week of adjustments, getting back into my routine. So I did do a shorter meal prep. So tonight we're gonna have lamb and potatoes, and I usually don't have wine during the week, but time of the month and your girl's going through it, and I know you should probably not drink during that time, but you know what? It was either that or the weekend, and I just want my glass of wine with my red meat. So we'll organize, and then we'll have dinner in a little while, and I'll cook with you guys because I haven't cooked on here in a really long time. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, so I'm going to get ready to outline everything into my agenda per month. So I'm going to start with one course outline, and then I'll work my way to another one. That's just how that's going to work the best. I have them split up by core courses, and then I have them split up by my electives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my core courses, and then I can figure the rest out. So I have 2 papers that are due in roughly 2 weeks from today. Yeah, so shy of today, 2 weeks. So that's okay. What I will do is I'm going to mark down my assignments first. So yeah, I'm just going to fold this because I don't want like any pertinent information to show. But if you look, hold on, let me put it over my face. So those are due dates and the assignments. So the assignments are to the right, the due dates and the percentage grade are there. So what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and mark out those dates accordingly, and then I will go in and do like a monthly. So this course in particular, I only have assignments. I don't necessarily need to jot down the readings because I can reflect to the course outline and do that after. So I have my trusted, organized highlighter and pen situation here. So I just recently organized them, and I'm gonna pull different colors just to identify the classes. Some of them are very similar. Like I have a lot of highlighters that are in the same color hue family. Here we go. So I've got purple, pink, green, and kind of like an almost tangerine color. Got them from Michael's, love them. They are clutch. They are double-ended, so there's like a thicker end and then like a little thin end. They last really long. I'm into like organization and highlighting. I don't believe any of these pens are in rotation. Yeah, no. And my pencil case is in my bag. I don't think I took it out. No, I didn't. And I actually need to buy a new one. I'm a little disheartened about it. It's fraying, so it's time to put it up. I'll only take it when I go to do exams from now on, moving forward, because it's getting frayed and it does have like a little bit of sentimental value because I'm like that. So I'm just gonna go to the tab date. I will pull you guys down so you guys can kind of get a little judge of what's going on. I think my online courses are probably going to take the most work in terms of organizing because they have more readings attached to them, components, discussions, quizzes. So those I will put in here really, but we'll get into it. So I'll pop you guys down, and this is basically my first week. So it's a full week of classes because last week I only had one class in person and then the rest were online. So this is literally like a full week. So when you see me doing my agenda, I'm going to start from this week because last week there was nothing new. Would make sense to put that in my agenda. That would just be pointless. So let me pop you guys down and let's dive in. Okay, so I have you guys push back a bit. You're not obviously going to see my month view as I'm going to see it, just because of the angle that we're on and we're situated. So I don't really have a rhyme or reason for the colors that I'm selecting. So for this one here, I have a management reflection that's due on the 23rd. So I'm going to go ahead. I've highlighted the 23rd. You know what? Maybe if I lift you guys up a little bit. Oh, no, you guys can see. I think you guys can see that little highlighted green section there. So that's perfect. I do have my clip light here, but because I've angled you guys down, there we go. That's what we'll do. We'll give it a little bit more lighting. I'm going to take this ring off, actually. I don't wear it generally to write because of how I hold my pen. So management reflections due on the 23rd. So that gives me, yeah, just roughly 2 weeks from then. So then we're going to flip to October. And we have a partnership paper that is due on the 21st. And then the next one is November. There's some things that are on there that are to be determined. So on the 11th, we have a management interview that's due. I generally like to put due at the end, even though I'm going to know that they're due. That's the point of that all. This is going to take some time for me to get used to this agenda, flipping through it because it's new. So there we go. That's that. Any assigned readings, I generally don't need to put in there. I will put into like my weekly for the week. So what we can do after I've done this, we can organize for this week. I have a few things that I want to do. This week is mostly going to be like task-based. Okay, so then we're going to move on to the next course outline, and we are going to gravitate to the weekly view of our breakdown of classes because she basically puts the due dates in the outline itself, but then we have a description of the assignment, so that's also helpful. This one, we're going to go in with a trusty pink highlighter. I'm actually not sure if this highlighter still works. So the 25th, our philosophy paper is due. All right, the next date. So I have a presentation on the 2nd. I'm in the seminar group, the first group. So, and it's actually Rosh Hashanah, I believe. I'm probably pronouncing this really wrong, but I'm sorry. So it's on the 2nd. So seminar presentation, and then I also have another task that I have to complete that week. So I just have to identify who I'm going to be interviewing, and my next assignment is due in November on the 13th. So then it's my informational interview summary. So it's basically a summary of who I've decided to interview, and then every single week we have an assignment attached to the seminar. So obviously I won't present for my group, but moving forward there's 4 other groups, so we'll present then. And the reason that I don't like to highlight after I've written, because these particular pens, they need time to dry. And then on the 27th I have my second philosophy paper due. And something else that I do that I did not do is associate the course code, because I have so many. So I'm going to do that after, because I don't know them off the top of my head, and I don't believe it's anywhere on this. I believe this is 423 and that's 427, but I'm going to check real quick because I don't want to butcher that and then get them wrong. So, okay, other way around. This one is 427, and I'm in Applied Human Sciences, so I just put the course code. That way I know what I'm working with. And then this is 32. Whoops. See? So glad we checked. So glad we checked, because if I didn't, I would have been wrong. But it's good to mark them down, because then that way I can associate what goes with what. So that's it for assignments. I have my weekly, as I said, seminar assignment that's attached to this. Just want to make sure I pulled them out in accordance. So basically we have to do, like, I think a 300 response for that. So then that's that. Then I have my elective, my first one So this one gives me my assignments, my discussions, and the percentage that's due. Sorry guys, it's my phone. I was waiting for a phone call for someone, so basically I'm going to do the same thing moving forward, but what I will do is I will just put you guys on a time lapse and you'll see like the weekly of what has to be done. Okay, so I'm done organizing, so I'll give you guys a snapshot. I don't know if we can really see that. I believe we can. So this is basically what a month view will look like for September, and I've gone ahead and I've done that for every single month. So let's flip to October. I'm obviously not going to do every single month for November, but that's a snapshot of basically what things look like. The month of October looks a little bit more like less overwhelming. Actually, no, let me go to November. Yeah, I think it was November that looked really overwhelming, but that's basically a snapshot of the monthly view of what things are going to look like. So then for September, I've gone ahead and I've done my weekly. Sorry, I just want to double check. Sorry, you guys can't see that. But basically my weekends and my Mondays are reserved for like academic stuff because I don't work on Mondays. But the hard part about this is Mondays are a long day. Like Monday this week, I was bogged out and zoned out. But I know that Monday nights are basically, that's it, that's all. Don't ask anything else of me because it's not happening. So that's what it is. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so it's about that time and I'm getting ready to head on to campus. So in my previous vlog, this is my bag that I got this year for school. I just got it from Winners, and I needed something that would house my laptop because I had to buy a new laptop. So this laptop is 16 inches, which is, it was hard finding a bag, and I kind of knew that already. So I'm just moving my coat, but I want to prop you guys down so I can explain what I'm taking with me. So bear with me. Okay, so I think that this works. The lighting may be a little bit wonky, but the sun keeps peeking, it keeps coming in and it keeps coming out and it keeps going, and I don't really entirely love this lighting, but we're gonna roll with it. So in my bag, I already have my pencil case because I have it from time to time. Like I almost look really blue. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me get my clip light. Ooh, wow, that makes a world of the difference. I mean, it might be a little too bright now, but we'll roll with it. So yeah, as I was saying, I always have my pencil case and it says, if you need me, I'll be over here being a badass. I got this in Almont, Ontario one time, and I just think it's a really cheeky affirmation. I just have a pencil, highlighter. I don't really need a pen. It's like an intro to the class, so I'm not pressed. I've got my sunnies here. Yeah, I got my Ray-Bans. They're my go-to. They're my default glasses. So over here is just my laptop. I take it in the sleeve everywhere I go, just for safety. And you never know, right? I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially with what happened with my last laptop. If you know, you know. So I always have to pull the tabs of the bag up, but that's how my laptop fits in there. You guys can't see that, right? So basically, if I zip it up, it'll conceal my laptop. I don't plan on zipping up my bag because I want to be able to just throw it in, get out, and leave when I need to. So I'm going with a notebook. It's not a very, it's in seminar class. So there's not going to be a lot of like material that I'm going to be tested on, but it's good to have because I'm going to use that knowledge for papers, right? So put that in there, going with a bottle of water, because oddly enough I can't actually fit like or I haven't found one that I can fit in my bag. Going with my little long chop mini. So this has all of my essentials in here. It has a hand lotion, it has my blotting powder, it has just my health card, credit card, everything that I need there. And then there's a few fragrances in there just to spruce up a bit if I need to. Then I've got my key case because my house keys are on here, and then my debit, my student card, the essentials are in there. So we can do like a little fit check. First day back, what would you wear back to school if you needed an outfit inspo or idea and you want to be presentable but you don't want to like overdo it? Because I would say that I'm like comfy cash when I go to school. I don't really do like business cash unless like it's a day that I'm going to work. But I'm lucky because the way my schedule's staggered this year, I don't have to go back and forth and try and alternate to and from work. So I'm literally just wearing a slip dress from Aritzia. I bought this years ago. I believe it's their only slip dress. I believe that's what it's called. But we're moving around again just so that I can kind of give you guys the look. But it's going to be really dark because I'm wearing black, so the black's going to get washed out. But as you can see, it's just the slip dress. I have this Levi's burnout top that I got in the men's section years ago at the Bay on sale. So I always slip it in a knot, and then there you go. You're comfy, you're cash, you can move around, you don't have to worry. And we're fluctuating between the 20s, so you're warm. If you get too hot, you can take this off. If it gets cooler, then you can throw this on. And they tend to still bump the ACs in the classes. So we're good to go. I'm honestly gonna just throw this on with my Nike Air Mask. And I don't like to wear shoes that I've worn outside in my apartment. Despise, detest, don't do it. Do not, unless like you gotta run in, you gotta run out real quick, but I don't like wearing my outdoor shoes inside. So just a really cute, as I said again, cash vibe, gives very, very scholarly, but at least you're put together. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Alright, so I am in my kitchen and I'm getting ready to make dinner, but it's honestly going to be a cheat. It's going to be really, really simple to make because my lamb is already seasoned for me and I'm making mashed potatoes. So the potatoes are probably going to take the longest part of it. So first up are my lamb chops. They're just from President's Choice. They're Australian seasoned lamb chops with rosemary and garlic, so that's them there. I'm going to just make both of them because I did thaw them out today, so I can have one for tomorrow or I can have one the following day, either way. Then I'm going in with just the mixed PC brand little potatoes as well. I don't know how they're going to fare. What I'm going to do, first I'm going to wait for the light to come back. But as you can see, it's an assortment. So they come with the purple potatoes, the red ones, and the white ones. So what I will do is I'll try and pick more of the light color ones. I don't really want, for aesthetic purpose, I don't want dark purple mashed potatoes. I just don't. So I have some garlic here that I'm going to chop as well and boil with my potatoes with the water. And then after I will add my non-dairy liquids, and I have some garlic spread that I'll add to those potatoes. And I'll probably add some scallions. I don't have a whole lot of like fresh thyme, fresh rosemary and stuff like that, which I would like to add to my potatoes. But I'll go with scallions and garlic and it'll work out. So why don't we go ahead and get ready to cook dinner. Okay, so I am finished in the kitchen, but as we know, I'm always listening to music that could potentially get me copywritten. Now it is a little late, it's after 9, so I made myself a little tomato salad. I have some olive oil that I basically made and put basil, thyme, and things like that of that nature. So I just have that on there with some feta. I have my lamb chop there, and then I have my mashed potatoes. So this is dinner. I think there's something at the bottom of my plate. I don't know if it was my hand. And I opted against the wine because of the time, and I tried to keep the meal relatively like as low calorie as I could, just because of the time and the nature. So this is just sparkling water with a nice little raspberry. So I'm going to show you my food real quick. I'm just going to pan down at the plate, and hopefully you guys can see what dinner is from a better angle. Let me see if I can give you guys a good shot of this plate. May or may not work. The lighting looks terrible, and I don't have that much counter space. So this is kind of like a better view of the food. I like my lamb and my steak medium rare, so it's gonna be medium rare on the inside, and then that's the tomatoes there. So this is dinner. That's it there. Kind of gives you a good glimpse of what we're working with. So I don't know if I said that just now, but my battery light is flashing. It's going like this nonstop. So I'm going to touch base with you guys tomorrow when we head to campus and just continue the week of back to school. So there'll be a lot of online stuff. So I guess synchronous. And then I'll take you guys in person. I'll take you to campus. Probably won't take you in the lecture, obviously for obvious reasons. But yeah, we're here. It's another year. It's 4th year. It's the final year. It's bittersweet, but it's the nature of the beast. I'm so used to this. I really try to limit myself to like an 8 o'clock cutoff, but it is what it is. Keep your eye on the prize. Know yourself and know your limits. My limit tonight was 9 o'clock. And I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to get done. Got some of it done. And tomorrow's always another day. But I don't want to go into headstrong because I have a bad habit of doing that. And you'll burn out real quick. So know yourself, know your limits. But I'm a very busy girl. I got studies, work. I gotta balance it all. And sorry that my hands are ashy. I was doing dishes in between cooking. So I'm going to go chill out, relax. I'm probably going to go to bed at 11. But I'll see you guys a little bit later. Alright, so I'm heading to campus. I forgot that I was doing a week in the campus vlog. So I left my camera at home, so I'm vlogging on my phone. My class is until 5:15, so I'm just looking for somewhere to study, but it's really eerie. Campus is really empty, and I'm not entirely sure why, because it's the first week back, but I'll see you guys in a bit. So I moved outside. I had found a seat inside, but I'm waiting for a friend to get to campus. So she's on the shuttle right now. So I'm going to continue doing the reading that I was doing and just wait for her. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to meet her, but I figured I'd come outside and get some fresh air and just do some of my work. And then I think I'm right smack dab in the middle of where she wants me to meet her. So I'll just have to finesse and move when she does get here. But I'm basically just doing some reading for one of my online classes. And then I have my lecture at 5:15 until 8:15. But I'm really hoping he doesn't keep us till 8:15 because it's like an intro. He's just going over the syllabus. So I really hope that, I'm really hoping that he doesn't keep us that late. But I've already decided that Mondays are going to be my day where I do the work during the day. And then in the evenings, once I get home, I'm just going to tap out. I'm going to shower, get ready for bed, and unwind. I'll probably take that time to edit content. But in terms of doing any academic work at night when I get home, I probably won't, unless like I have a test or something or a paper, then I can work on it. But primarily my Monday nights are going to be reserved for myself. So I'm just going to stay out here and do some work until she messages me, and I'll touch base with you guys a little bit later, maybe probably when I get home. Alright, so it's a couple days later and I am on campus. The lighting in this classroom is atrocious, but before coming to campus, I went to Second Cup. I got myself a pumpkin spice latte I got myself a ham sandwich, and then I also got an almond croissant. So this is the pesto and egg white sandwich. This here is the almond croissant. I've never seen something like this. I've never seen an almond croissant in this shape. What I might do is hold it and save it for when my friend gets here and we can split it because it is rather large. I have my laptop here, so I'm going to go ahead and log on, review last week's reading for this class, and then I have a group project, so I'm going to start reading for that and brainstorm some ideas so then I can give the group as a collective. But I will pan the class and you can see it is tiny. It's a really small class. It's like 13 people in here. So this is it here. It's a very small lecture room. And then in this little Beyond bag right here, I just have a snack and some water. So I'll turn you guys around real quick. And yeah, so I'm going to do the lecture. It's from 2:30 or 2:45 until 5:15, I believe. So after my lecture, I'm just going to go home, do some organization. My cousin wants me to go to Maxi with him, so I may or may not. But yeah, back on campus, and I'll take you guys through my day, and we'll touch base when I'm done and all is said and done. And I get home, but I'm going to just open up my computer, get logged on, start doing the reading. All right, so I'm finally back from school. I'm basically going to start working on a paper. I have 2 papers due in about a week and a half. And I basically just want to map everything out. I don't really want to do anything too mind numbing, like doing any readings, any studying, because if I'm being completely honest, I have really propelled myself in the first week and a half of school, really just trying to buckle down. And sometimes I know that that's not the healthiest, the way that I work and I manage myself. And I don't recommend anybody doing that unless you know yourself very well and you know what you're capable of, and avoiding burnout and fatigue quickly. Like, you don't want to start your semester full steam ahead. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't, but I know myself very well and I'm becoming very intuitive and listening to my body more. But with that being said, I wanted to propel myself forward because I do have a quiz for one of my classes over 2 of the readings coming up in the next week and a bit, and I also have to do my required readings, and I have to study, and I have to do other things for other classes. So I really have to like boggle down and know where my mind's at. So basically what's going to take place is I'm just going to brainstorm tonight. I'm going to brainstorm for the papers. They're reflection based, so I can pull from course material, but a lot of it is personal insight, which is great because that's easiest to write from, and that shouldn't be too much. But I do like to map things out. I do like to give myself the sections and the amount of word count that I'll need per section, because that just makes things so much easier when you plan and you mind map it out. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to work on a video. I'm going to edit, and yeah, it's just going to be basically a really chill night, still being productive, but just being chill. Today's class, I've had this professor, this is going to be my 3rd time having her. I really do enjoy her because I am one of those people who I go to class and I kind of just lay back and I chill and I absorb the content and I listen. I don't necessarily always participate. I get my participation marks, don't worry. If I have a class where I'm forced to participate, you're giving me that 10%. You're not letting me, I'm not going to let myself not get 10%. Like, it's an easy 10% to force yourself. So today I was really like in the dialogue. I even like presented our group stuff to the prof, and it's a very intimate class. There's only 13 of us, as I said earlier. So it's a little bit harder to fly under the radar, so to speak. But again, it's going to push me and I'm only going to grow from it. So yeah, that's my first week of school back in a nutshell. It's not, I mean, I took you guys on campus, but again, there's going to be certain places that I can film and there's going to be other places that I won't film. Just as I said previously, to keep anonymity to myself, because I don't really want to broadcast where I'm going to school, just to keep myself safe. And I think that that's still like a personal thing to me. So I will give you glimpses and things here and there. And this time I actually took you guys into a classroom. You guys didn't really get to see a lecture because obviously, like, no. but you got to see more of what I'm doing and how I'm spending my time, which I think is great, because as I continue to share, you're going to continue to get to know a little bit more about me. And I don't know if I prefaced this at the beginning, I don't know if I said anything about it, but I am in my 4th year, so it's bittersweet. I'm happy. This is like my last semester. I'm getting a phone call, but I can call them back because I do want to close out the vlog shortly. But yeah, it's 4th year, it's bittersweet. I basically just want to have the best semester that I can have, and that is going to be by preparing myself for success and putting myself in the best mind state and just best frame of mind that I can. And it's going to be just about balance. I've learned that I can't do too much, and I have to find balance, and academia will always be there, but when you have a goal in sight, don't ever slip. Don't lose sight of it. Know why you're doing it and what it's there for. So yeah, if anything of my organization helped you or you found it helpful, then you want to just see a little bit more of me on campus, maybe a back to school, what I'm wearing to school, get ready with me for back to school, what's in my bag, what am I doing, really, be sure to like, comment, and share this video just to help you grow out with the engagement. But if you want to see more of that type of content, please subscribe to my channel just so that you join my community. And if you like what you're seeing, just subscribe and push that little bell so you're notified as soon as your girl uploads a video, and you stay current on my content that I'm pushing out. So yeah, first week back, we're in it to win it. We may look like we're thriving, but we're already like kind of questioning everything and anything. But yes, again, I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is that you're seeing this. I am going to go chill. I'm going to return that phone call, and yeah, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.